Here's Aloisi for a place in the World Cup. He scored!
A winning penalty that ended a 31-year hoodoo and sparked remarkable scenes of joy. From outside the stadium in Sydney to Melbourne's Federation Square and millions of homes in between, we celebrated the moment the Socceroos finally made it to the game's biggest stage again, the World Cup finals.
Penalty shootouts always seem a very cruel way of deciding a match, but on this occasion I've changed my mind.
And for those who saw it, it's a night we'll never forget.
Football's definitely in the blood. I had no choice to love the game because my dad was so involved in the game from an early age. Our conversations at the dinner table was soccer. We played for Adelaide City, which was an Italian club. My dad was coaching there, my brother played there, I was playing there. And that became our second family. I made my debut at 15 years old, and then the opportunity came to go on trial in Belgium at Standard Liège. I hated it at first, but I knew that if I wanted to be playing at the highest level, I had to stick it out. When I first started playing, a dream of mine was to play for the Socceroos and play in a World Cup.
They're determined to end 31 years of pain. The only question remains is whether they're good enough.
I was started on the bench against Uruguay. I remembered that, if we do go into penalty shootout, I was prepared for it.
It's Marco Bresciano, who's got with the man to make way for John Aloisi.
Walking from the halfway line to the penalty spot, I was quite confident.
If John Aloisi can score this goal, Australia will be there.
When I struck the penalty, I knew that I'd struck it really well.
Here's Aloisi for a place in the World Cup. He scored! Australia got it!
First reaction of mine was, I'm sure that's in, but I can't hear anyone screaming. And then once I heard them all screaming, obviously you saw the emotion that I went through as well.
31 years, 4 months and 24 days have passed. And now, finally, Australia is back on the biggest stage.
Just in the lead up to the World Cup, I tore my plantar fascia, which is just underneath your foot. I remember the bus trip, when I was just lying in the back, virtually crying. I had probably about a month to get right for the World Cup. Gus Hiddink said, if you're not training by the time we get to Holland, I can't take you. I was touch and go, whether it was going to be all right, but lucky enough I got through it and was able to train fully in Holland and then ready for the World Cup. Nothing beats playing in a World Cup. The Japan game, that was our World Cup final. If we didn't win that game, we probably weren't going to get through the group. I was able to score the third that sealed it. To score at a World Cup and to win the first game for Australia at a World Cup, you can't get better than that. I had in mind the last few years of my career that I wanted to coach. My dad coached for so many years, and I think it just became natural for myself to coach. When I signed for Melbourne Heart, I didn't realise at the time that they were struggling for money. And then the results weren't there, and when the results aren't there, the one that the buck stops with is the coach. It wasn't easy getting sacked. Believe me, it was probably the toughest thing that I had to deal with. The next role was at Brisbane Roar. We had a good first year. We were unlucky that we didn't win the Premier's Plate, and then we lost the major semi to Wanderers 5-4. The next year again, we were only one game away from a grand final. The third year, we made finals. So in the fourth season, I saw the club didn't want to go in the same direction that I wanted to go in, so I decided to leave. I thought that I would be able to get a job pretty quickly after that, but it was 3 years before I got my next role. During that period, I had a health scare. My heart was just pounding at some stage, and I'm going, that can't be too good. Got checked up. The cardiologist, did a few tests. They said, you got a tear in your mitral valve and you're leaking 50% of your blood. You need open heart surgery to repair that. The next week I had to have major heart surgery. They cut your sternum, your chest open, and they open you up. And so that's when they put it back together, they wire it back together, and then it heals itself. Then, I can still feel the wire a little bit in here. This scar's healed quite well. These haven't really healed that well there. It was a scary moment because it just puts life a little bit, in front of you going, well, they can just go like that. Biggest thing when I signed for Western United was to change the confidence of the group. Having finished 10th of the season before, I just felt that the confidence was really low. We started the season well in terms of our results, but we still had so much more improving to do, and we're able to do that as the season progressed and developed.
Wherever you're watching around the world, a warm welcome to Melbourne for the 17th A-League Grand Final, Australian football's night of nights.
No one really believed that we could even make finals.
Western United, just 3 years old, appearing in just a second final series, and they're seeking to become the 8th different champion of Australia.
The satisfaction of winning wasn't only for me, it was for the club and for all the players together. It was great.
The opening goal arrives! Alexander Primic got the touch!
You see the emotion on their face after the grand final win and what they went through and the whole COVID period.
A brilliant performance in the grand final.
It was a satisfying moment for everyone.
Western United have won the A-League Championship. Absolutely extraordinary.
I've got a relationship that I can be open with my players and understand, some personal issues they might be going through. And I don't go out to dinner with them. I don't, go out and have a beer with them. But, we've got that separation. Personally, I love every player that I work with, but not every player can play. No.
Very serious.
Youngie, how are you? Milo, how you going? How you going, Lockie? You good? Lusty, how you going? Sopper, how are you? Alex, morning, how are you? Painey, happy birthday, Killer, for yesterday. How old? How old?
29.
29, yeah. All right, today will be a little bit different, boys. We won't do a normal match day +2 or whatever you want to call it, first day back. It will be they will do the unders, overs, strides, and then some players will go in and others will do a bit of technical work. All right, that's it. Off we go.
Think about how you can turn your hips in front, first step in front, boom, bang, good, well done, good top. Only if he plays it from there.
Make sure Painey comes to see me. There's always constant dialogue on players that we're trying to retain, where they might fit in. Are they willing to re-sign for certain money, or do we have to look that we might have to move elsewhere? We're offering you a contract. We want you to stay. And I understand if your mind is, I want to try and go overseas, I get that. We're going to need to know soon, because then we're going to need to know what we're going to do for next season as well. Anyway, all right, all good, Painey.
Just wanted to ask you about what you're doing next year.
I would like to stay, but it hasn't been finalised. So
the reason why I'm asking is because obviously my missus come and she's now asking me what's going on for me.
Yeah.
On a personal note, because our daughter's at school.
Yeah.
She's finished school, year 7. So she's like, if we're going to make the decision, we've got to make the decision soon. Yeah, if you don't mind me speaking to Mel, and
no, I don't mind you speaking.
I don't
to
want to
Mel.
go above, go to the club without speaking to you first, because I know we've got a good relationship and I enjoy playing for you. Do you know what I mean? And I see the vision here as well.
I'll speak to Mel as well, and then you speak to him, and
Right, cheers.
yeah, And we see how it goes. We're not going to talk about your age now. Huh? How old did you turn?
37.
37? Yeah? I usually come to a cafe to go through my game day team talk. Thanks for opening up.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
And they called me like, oh, you want to come by? And I said, you know, we're close, but it's John Aloisi. I'm like, oh, we'll open up then.
Thanks. So virtually once my team talk is done, then I let the players be. And so my team talk is, for me, really important. Preparation is so important, the preparation for the game. You know, if you're leading or if you're losing or chasing a game, you know, so then you're thinking clear when the moment does come during the game, because, you know, all that stuff is already prepared, but then things might happen in the game that you're not prepared for, but you try as much as possible to be on top of. It's the first time there's an A-League game being played in Hobart. It's a big football community in Hobart. It's a good way to grow the game, also grow our brand. We're excited to be here. All right, so we know the starting 11, Topper comes in, Noah comes in. Without the ball boys on goal kicks, we know that our wingers have to be a little bit higher, 2 strikers here. Doesn't matter how wide they come, it will be for our strikers to go. Know that if it's on this side, Ryan Grant will look to play 1-2s. On the other side, he will look to dribble you. He'll look to dribble or play straight balls into here, and we can be aggressive. We press at the right time. We press when it's gone backwards, negative ball, long square ball. We know bouncing balls, that's the time to go press. Painey, it could be you that's going to press the winger or the fullback or whoever it is, okay? Oh, Youngie. Yeah, how much is that? Double game day? He's shitting himself now, Youngie. All right, focus on the game, Youngie. Focus on the game. Boys, why I say this? Huh? Don't you know you got a game today? Everything all right?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
Yeah, all good, all good. Boys, why I say this, okay? Playing with confidence, because we know our roles, we know our responsibilities, okay? You know your role and you know your teammates' roles. From the first minute, play with confidence, play without fear, play our football. We play our football, I guarantee you results will be there for us. We've shown that. Good luck, boys, let's go. We're playing Sydney. They're a tough side. They're around where we are on the table, but they've got very good players. We have to make sure that we're good defensively, that we stop their danger players. If we can do that and then play our football, then we're confident we can get the result. You doing well?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. I'm in Bondi, so
Are you?
It would be good there.
Boys, as you finish getting ready, just listen up. Important, find the energy from within yourselves, boys. Find that energy. First tackle, boom. Win that first tackle. Win that first challenge. Fight for each other. Give each other energy. And you'll find a way. Come on, boys, let's go.
Well, North Hobart Oval becomes the 42nd ground to host A-League men's football and the 123rd since the National League started back in 1977. Western, of course, are looking over their shoulder at bottom spot, just a point ahead of Melbourne Victory.
Come on, Tamaki. Let's go, Leo. Let's go, Painting. Let's go, Leo. Come on, Tongo. Let's go.
And as we reach the halfway mark of the season this weekend, those victories are becoming ever more crucial for both, sitting as they do in the wrong half of the table. Blast on the whistle confirms that a little piece of history is made. Men's National League football officially underway in Hobart. Andy Harper, and we only had to wait 144 years.
Great to be with you, Simon. Picture perfect. What a stunning backdrop. A stunning place, Tasmania. Beautiful playing surface, great conditions for A-League men's football.
Go in! Go in! Higher now, Reece. Go within. Higher, Reece.
Piraeus, Wales, who's been busy in these opening minutes.
Support him!
both Wilkinson and Caceres in front of him.
Good.
Accepts the offer of a corner off the shins of Wilkinson. Neil Kilkenny checking the notes that he always wears around his wrist. There's a collision of bodies.
Hey, have to have a look at them holding it.
Leo Lacroix is adamant that he was impeded.
You can't move.
Well, bodies were flying everywhere. Josh Rooston went down as well.
No. Why would we holding their player? Why would we be holding their player? No, we don't. We never hold. We never hold in the corner. We mark zonal.
We mark zonal.
Come on,
so we can't hold.
Come on.
But what Alex has said there is they've both gone into each other. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, no problem.
It's King just assuring the players that he's across everything.
No point complaining. Just make up your own rules.
Western's record in Tasmania.
I don't know if Leo's far enough across.
Almost perfect. 5 games played, 4 wins, 1 draw. They've conceded just 1 goal. Here's Lafondra. Probably should have been 2.
Is Leo not coming across?
Dragged his shot wide.
It's a great side on goal. But I'm not convinced about Leo Lacroix's defensive effort there, just quietly.
The Swiss international has had a strange season, hasn't he? After being oh so good last season.
Hey! Fucking straight ball there.
Dumbia turning into trouble. Here's Mack, disguised around Lacroix, and a good save from Jamie Young.
Fucking hell, man.
Here's Parias. Cross went to the back post from Wales, and there was nobody there for Western. That's a poor giveaway. Dumbia! Well, he gave that a bit of gunpowder. Lolly. Fondra pinching it back, and Burgess looking for that top corner, but too much purchase on it.
Get him up.
It's a really good opportunity for Max Burgess to score against his former club.
Back with the cross. Lolly in position. It's Lafondra. Danger here for Western. Caceres! Should have made it 1-0 for Sydney, just ever so slightly off balance. That is half-time in Hobart. And at the break, it is goalless. Western United 0, Sydney FC 0.
Smash your legs forward.
Leo, ¿dónde está Leo? Leo, ven aquí un segundo. A veces, Burgess, Max Burgess, se va muy abierto. Sí, ese es para Tamoki. Sí. Está bien?
¿Sabe por qué? Porque às vezes, quando quero ir, sempre estou para me dizer, espera, Leo, espera.
Vale.
Por isso que, às vezes...
A veces tú no vas. Pero tú tienes que ir y Topa tiene que...
Ele también.
Sí.
Vale.
Bien. Pero está bien, Leo, está bien.
Bueno. Sí, ok.
¿Entiendes?
Sí.
Yeah. Come on. Boys, just remember last week, last 20 minutes, we're down to 10 men, and we found energy. We overran them. You're going to do that today. Come on, let's go, boys. Let's go. Vamos, Leo, vamos. Counter-backing. Good.
The Hobart fans enjoying seeing National League football. Sydney FC marginally with the better of things, probably the better of the opportunities, even though Western have had more shots on goal. They are yet to register 1 on target.
Let's go, Dill.
Let's see what transpires in the second 45.
Go, Dill, go at him!
Here's Parias. Shot on target.
Yes, Dylan. Calm. Here again. Yes, Dill.
Western with a lot more intent. Parias again. Floating it towards the back post. Donachie was there. And Kilkenny, and another save for Redmayne. There's the goal. Or is it no?
Okay, good.
The glance towards the linesman near sides somewhat gave the game away.
Yes, Tamoki. Good.
Burgess. Mack with Lacroix in pursuit. Oh, he's around him with ease. Robert Mack. And Imai, the deflection made it awkward for Young. It's a really good save by the goalkeeper. Still alive for Max Burgess. Tries to go around the outside. Young pushes it away again.
It's too far for Tamoki to come there.
Western really stretched there.
He really is capable of some trickery, Robbie Mack. Good little passage for Sydney.
Imai's been done by the flight of that ball. Mack in behind. Across the face. Not a strong arm away by Jamie Young, and it needed that touch.
You know what? What do you think about... What do you think? Because we need to change something, and no one's going to start throwing out of legs.
A bit surprised that John Aloisi has not made changes as yet.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, could do with an injection. I mean, they've very good moments in this half, but how do they break this deadlock?
Yes, 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 yes.
Wales.
Up, Tamoki.
Strong run from Lockie Wales. Metro struggling to keep pace with him. It's a good release too. It's Parias and Redmayne with a reflex save, just flung out the left arm to deflect the ball over the top. Excellent run from Lockie Wales to create that opportunity.
Check if Dill's all right. Just check if Dill's all right. I think he's injured.
Great pass. Parias hits the deck. He's not well.
Yeah, get Molo. Molo and Jimmy for now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mine and Jimmy for Noah and Dylan Price.
Yeah.
Change is imminent, as you can see, for Western as well.
But they might be able to come on now.
Yeah.
They might be able to come on now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All three?
Yeah.
And Dia.
There's that triple change.
Lock it.
Well done.
Troisi and Alessandro
Well done, Noah.
Diamanti.
Top game. Well done, Lockie. Top game. Top game. Good.
See if they can make the difference.
I can't imagine
keep going.
Diamanti or Troisi not creating something in the time they get.
Goal here.
Turn!
Might be enough for 3 points. Diamanti.
Go, Jimmy. You got it, Jimmy.
It's Troisi on the ball. It's still
All right.
Troisi.
Good play.
Himself.
But they've been positive off the bench, both Diamanti and Troisi for Western.
Deep inside the last 10 minutes. Oh, cheeky! That is unbelievable! And who else? Alessandro Diamanti. His surname translates to diamond in Italian, and diamond he most certainly is. That is incredible! And it might just have won the points for Western United.
Make sure we stay focused here.
Well, it's a goal of the season contender.
Raudia!
He's picked up a booking for taking his shirt off and showing the name on the back to the crowd, but goodness me, he'd earned that moment.
Make sure we switched on here.
How do they react with the time remaining? Let's see.
Keep coming for Jimmy, Dia.
Yeah, second ball. Well done, in.
Throw off Imai. Is there time for it to be taken? Well, only just all over in Hobart. A big win for Western. And it all came about from one moment of pure magic from their very special Italian import.
All the best.
Just a study, yeah? In the bench, yeah? I know they are just a study, yeah? I was ready to do it.
Brilliant, dear. Hey, we're gonna... that's gonna always live in your memory, huh? How many you've done?
6, 7.
They took something special to win the game today. He said as soon as he knew that he got the ball there, he was on. So, but what a strike. Incredible. It's important that you've got someone that can change the game when they come on, and he's definitely one of those players.
Please give me your shirt for Christ's sake. He's actually doing it. Oh my God! He's giving you his shirt. He said at the start of the game, if he scores 3 goals, and he did. Thank you so much.
Have you seen the goal?
Thank you so much.
Diamanti, beautiful stuff. Loving on the replay. Andrew Redmayne stranded, thought on the goalkeeper.
Boys, today typified us as a club. Sticking together, hard working. When the chips are down, you get in together and you'll find a way to win. And we found a way to win. Some classes, of course, dear. All right, boys, so we recover, and we make sure that we're ready for next game. All right, well done tonight, boys. Everyone in. Everyone in. Let's go, Screw.
Welcome to the Cum Dog Show. I feel like Jason Cummings and Cum Dog are two different people.
Cummings! Oh, how about that? Sensational!
No, it's just Jason, just normal bloke. The Cum Dog is almost like an alter ego.
Jake Paul, you watching this, son? That's bad, eh?